It would seem that there was never a time when music did not exist, and when the fundamental urges and feelings of man were not expressed through it. But even without man's participation, music fills the earth. Think for a moment of the music of the waves upon the shore, of the morning as it breaks with the music of nature, of the night as it falls with the hum of the insects, of all the kingdoms as they unite in their song of the appreciation to an all creative influence that gives nature consciousness or awareness of its being itself, and harmonize in that thine own appreciation to bring music akin to the song of the spheres. It is indicated in many of the Cayce readings that the way to mental, physical, and spiritual harmony is found in the vibration of music. Tones and sounds will be the channel through which the coordinating of forces for the body may make for the first of the perfect reactions. There are specific suggestions given to show how music may be applied in a practical way to our own complex lives. For many years, there have been the application of musical therapy in mental illness, but never to a physical, non-psychosomatic illness. The Cayce readings say that this, too, would yield to musical influence. One reading indicates that music lessons would revitalize the atomic structure of the body. Do give the entity, then, a background of not too formal in nature, but the musical education, that there may be the better vibration in the keeping of the anatomical structure in the body for its health's sake. We often tend to believe that music making is for the talented, and that others are eternally consigned to seats in the audience. The reading tells a different story. Do learn music. It is part of the beauty of the spirit. In the harmony of the sound, the harmony of color, even the harmony of motion itself, its beauty is all akin to that expression of the soul self in the harmony of the mind, if used properly in relationship to the body. Not that music is to be made the greater portion of thy life, but let much of thy life be controlled by the same harmony that is in the best music, yea, and the worst also, for it, too, has its place. One of the books which Cayce recommended as an accurate source of information about the function of the unconscious mind on the psychic level is The Law of Physical Phenomena by Thomas J. Hudson. Quote, music belongs to the realm of the subjective. It is a passion of the human soul, and it may be safely affirmed that all really good music is the direct product of the subjective mind. It is true that there is much so-called music to be heard which is the product of the objective intelligence, but no one can fail to recognize its origin from its hard, mechanical, soulless character and quality. It bears the same relation to the product of the subjective mind that mere rhyme does to the poetry of Milton. Music is at once the legitimate offspring of the subjective mind and one of the most potent means of inducing the subjective condition. It is well known practice of so-called, quote, spiritual mediums, end quote, to have music at their seances for the ostensible purpose of securing the, quote, harmonious conditions, end quote, necessary to ensure a successful performance. Their theory is that music harmonizes the audience and that by a reflex action, the medium is favorably affected. It is probable that such would be the effect to a limited extent, but the greatest effect is the desire and positive upon the medium. End of quote. Quote again. The East Indian fakirs invariably invoke the aid of music to enable them to enter the subjective state when they are about to give an exhibition to occult power. In fact, the power of music over the subjective mind is practically unlimited. It speaks the universal language of the soul and is comprehended alike by prince and by peasant. It is the most powerful auxiliary of love, of religion, and of war. It nerves the soldier to deeds of heroism and soothes his dying moments. It inspires alike the devotee of pleasure and the worshippers of God. But whilst it interprets every human emotion and embodies the inward feelings of which all other arts can be exhibited the outward effects, its laws are as fixed and immutable as the laws of mathematics. One application of this immutable law is the use of music as a bridge between the states of consciousness. As has been indicated, music becomes a means of expression that bridges much of that which may bring beauty and harmony into the experience. And it is then one of the channels in which and through which the entity may bring itself much of the beauty and harmony that has been lost by the turmoils of the minds of men about the entity. For they take hold upon the ways of the world, and he hath given that the world cannot know. It is not ready. Only those who listen to that voice within where he hath promised to meet those who know the beauties of the more abundant life. It eases the change and makes it possible to direct by conscious will the desired attitude. A good example is the lullaby, which is a musical bridge between the waking state and the sleeping state. It is the focal point of the mind on a repetitive sound, which, by preconditioning, means sleep. Where the depicting of only here and there the nocturne or the sleepy feeling, this can be to the entity turned into the rhythm of life. There is a direct application to the home situation. The anxiety of chores may block the easy flow of energy, and music may be used as a bridge to change the tension of anxiety into creative energy. For in the home is the music of what? As indicated, it is an emblem of the heavenly home, and as these are made into the harmonious experiences that may come in the associations, they may bring indeed the music of the spheres in the activity as one with another, and those that must be contacted in the highest of man's achievements in the earth, the home. This reading surely places the homemaker at the head of the list of those who contribute to the glory of God on earth. There is the music, which not only may contribute to the harmony of the home, but to the activity and maintenance. The housework flies to the fast-moving, full symphony playing of the William Tell Overture. This can produce the stimulation to accomplish twice as much housework as if we had worked underneath our own steam. Music can also aid our attitude about the job we must do, and the very attitude we hold while working contributes to the overall vibration of our homes. Each home, each hall, each edifice has, and there is felt the vibration of such a place. Such are in harmony, such are at disharmony, as this is brought in thought, by or through music. Such may be used as the channel, the means of approach to that necessary for individual conditions.